I've never seen it.
We're hearing.
This guy. I have that tinnitus thing. Is that tinnitus?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Letterman used to host that, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it the late tinnitus because
Yeah.
of Jay Leno?
I always want to get a spot on the late tinnitus.
The late
Never
tinnitus
happened.
show. So how are you guys doing? Just in case the applause sign is like. I bet Rebecca doesn't regret moving if she's on Zoom. Is she on Zoom?
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, no laughs. Just that was funny.
It's really funny. That's
I'm
very
sure
funny.
she was laughing. She just had to push a button and she didn't want to do it. Okay. So everyone feel okay. Interrupt and riff, and there's no real structure or anything to it, or any rules to follow.
Great.
But are we rolling? So this okay. Was the tinnitus part on it as well? Oh boy.
Good.
Patreon.com/never seen it for more tinnitus jokes. Well, hey everybody, this is Never Seen It. I'm your host, Kyle Ayers. This is the podcast where comedians rewrite famous movies and TV shows they've never seen before. Today, having never seen A Wonderful Life, which is actually called It's a Wonderful Life, I think, right? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is?
Yeah.
All right, is me. I'm Kyle. I'm the host. Everyone here at the table, we're joined by Steph Tolev, Bailey Norton, and Nick Vatterott. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Everyone want to say who they are for voice recognition?
No, I don't want people to recognize my voice. I don't want them to know who I am the whole time. Be a mystery. I'm Nick Vatterott. I'm excited to be here today.
If you do this for an hour,
I'm leaving.
Oh my God, he's locked in. I'm Bailey Norton. I'll say it.
I'll say it.
Bailey
Controversial take.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
I've
Someone
been saying
has
it
to
for
say
years, and
You know,
I'll say it again.
Comedians can't say
counterpoint.
anything anymore. Like I used to be able to say
Literally.
Bailey Norton.
Not anymore.
Not
Anymore.
Now you can't say
It's
it.
hack now.
Fucking hack.
That's it.
This is our first full-fledged script back in studio since I believe February 20, probably too late into 2020. I don't want to say the exact time when we cut it off because it's April, but
You went. You dug your heels in.
yeah, it was June 2020, and we were playing the coughing game.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah,
stalwarts
yeah,
of the
yeah,
podcast, where I cough a movie line into your mouth, and you have to tell me how it feels.
Are we doing that game again? That was my favorite game.
It was your yeah, we are. Unless you got a vax, which I don't believe in, then we're not doing that.
Good. Yes.
This is my alt-right podcast, Just the Vax,
Yeah.
man, where I tell you what's... Okay.
It's a Wonderful Life is one of those movies that I don't think I've ever seen in its entirety. I've seen it in like 15-minute intervals throughout my entire life around holiday season.
That makes sense.
I don't know if anyone's ever seen it.
I've seen it so many times. It's like my
Wow.
family's movie. We watch it every Christmas,
Really?
like multiple times. Yeah.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
I'm
yeah.
going to have to do some Command F editing real quick if everyone can hang with me.
I'm also just finding out it is a Christmas movie, and I've never seen it.
All right.
In
I'll have to
my
remove
wonderful life.
Juneteenth. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
You thought it was a Juneteenth movie?
Yeah, all I knew about it was Jimmy Stewart is in it. That's
Yes.
really all I knew about it. But we'll get to that in a second.
You have a pig. You get a pig. And everyone gets a pig.
Steph, you'll be playing Jimmy Stewart in the.
I was like, is that what he sounds like? Am I actually playing Jimmy?
No,
Oh, okay. I was like,
Nick is,
I was
but I
like,
don't know.
after that.
I don't remember what. Just Jimmy Stewart's young in this. This is like, I don't know the order of any movies he's at. He always looked the same age to me.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was always old. I was thinking, this Jurassic World movie. Have you heard? Are you guys
You guys heard of this thing?
Yeah.
You guys hear about this?
It's a whole franchise, apparently. So there's a ride in Universal Studios. They made it into a movie. Now, but I was,
And now the dinosaur's on the stand in his trial.
I went by a billboard on the way over here, and who's the main guy? I don't know. He's on a horse.
Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt's on a horse, and I was like, "Wait, it's not a dinosaur."
Imagine how the
Yeah,
horse
that's
feels on set.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, I feel stupider than the people. I'm a horse actor, and there's dinosaurs here.
That horse probably gets more work than all of us put together.
Oh,
so
for
you know
sure.
what?
No doubt.
Easily.
A dog got loose in my neighborhood, and I used my dog to help that track. That dog wanted to play with my dog, so that's how we eventually caught it.
Oh,
Right?
you baited it.
We baited it with
Yeah.
my little dog. I'm like, I really hope this dog doesn't eat mine, but it is bait. And then another person walked up with her dog. There were 3 dogs and 3 people, and this woman walked up and she starts talking. And she's like, I actually train dogs. And she's like, I don't know, you probably haven't seen it. And she's like about to give me her dog's credits. She's like, you probably haven't seen it, but Johnny here was in the Cheaper by the Dozen remake. And I go, I did not see it. And she's like, oh. I'm like, you can't be mad.
She's like, here's his IMDb, and you're like, oh, actually checks out.
It's like this big like pit bull, and she's like, he was actually in the Cheaper by the Dozen remake.
Damn, it's kind of an honor for you, really.
I'm glad she didn't need to say remake. I didn't think her dog was like 40.
You're looking it up. And
This
make
dog
sure.
was an airplane.
Did you get his autograph?
I didn't. I was a little starstruck and embarrassed to see me around
You
him.
couldn't ask.
Oh, here's what I was. Laura, I was reading a thing. Laura Dern, the 20-year age difference between Laura Dern and the other guy, and I gotta say, she was 22 in Jurassic Park. Laura Dern,
Really?
right?
Oh.
She's always
In this one coming out this year?
they found old footage.
It's a composite hologram they're putting together.
I don't think, but she's never looked 22. She's
No.
always looked like an
She's
older
always been
person.
33.
Yeah.
She
at
looked,
least.
she
Yeah,
looked
she
33
has.
then. She
Yeah.
looked
Yeah,
33 in Star Wars.
Yeah.
She looks 33 in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good for her.
Yeah, it's
for
good.
her.
That looks great. I had and then the other guy looked 70 when the first Jurassic Park came out, and now looks 68. I don't know his name. Has he ever been in anything else?
I don't know his name either. I can clearly picture his
Yeah,
face.
the guy with
but,
the mole.
Does he? I don't.
What? Who has the mole?
This is one of the
The
main
main
guy with the mole.
archaeologist?
He has a mole?
Yeah, is he a mole?
They might have cut the mole out when it came out in the United States.
Oh, that's why. They kept the mole
We
in
can't
for
do
the
the mole
Canadian
either.
version. We get the unedited, disgusting version.
That mole actually is in SAG.
It's actually called ACTRA in Canada. So
ACTRA?
It's an ACTRA.
That sounds more flattering than SAG.
It does, yeah.
Which is when that happens, you're no longer in it. Folks. Look into the camera for the video 3 people will see. That is
camera?
coming out. All 3 of them are on. The red one is the one
wow.
that's currently, it's the one looking at us. Steph, so do something.
Ooh. Force me to do something. I panicked.
Oh no, they cut them all off.
Oh no, God damn it.
Okay, so before we get into it, so this is a children's music kit that we have here. You can take any of the instruments. You can score the podcast however you'd like to score it.
Oh, wow.
And there's more in the bag, but I put out some of the greats right there. That's a thunder stick, so you shake it or you hit the other side of it.
Okay, that one thing is fun.
So, like, hold it. This, you need to get the video for this.
Shake this.
There you go.
That's so.
Hitting a paper towel
hate
tube on the
that.
side.
That's bad.
That's a tambourine. That's a shaker. This is a little wood clock, and that's a triangle. I'll probably take the
This is
triangle.
fun.
Okay, you want the triangle? Here you go.
Oh wait, that's a shaker. That's not.
Yeah.
I was second chair egg in high school.
Painted egg that I have from Easter, still painted.
Not even the best by a long shot.
It's just your parents disappointed in you that you're not first chair egg. You know, I'm actually in the pit for the Harry Potter musical for egg.
I'm actually the standby egg. If the egg shaker gets a bit of a cramp, I get to step in.
I took him down in a new musical called Deviled Egg. I forgot what the premise of the whole fucking podcast. Okay, we're gonna get to know you a little bit. This podcast is all about seeing stuff, not seeing stuff, all that sort of stuff. Score it however you want. We have a new game that we're gonna play that we've never ever done ever in the history of the podcast. Sort of a game, sort of a get to know the guest. It's called the Rapid Fire Get to Know the Guest Survey of Giving a Fuck. All right. Oh wait, that's the wrong theme.
Like this.
This game doesn't have a song yet.
I gotta
we're
say,
about to play it.
I like
pretty,
that.
pretty impressive that we just played that.
It really was. Using the egg.
Egg really took that away.
It's a very egg-heavy song.
We could call the 4 of us in the band Egg Whites.
Yo,
There it is. That's great.
Where's the egg? Oh. Slowly drink coffee after the Egg Whites thing. Sorry, I was talking about breakfast, so I had to have some coffee.
Yeah.
So this game is the Rapid Fire Get to Know the Guest Survey of Giving a Fuck. I will tell you a major show, movie, or franchise. You have to rapidly tell me if you really give a fuck, you indifferently give a fuck, or you actively retract fucks. Okay? So however much it is. And you know what? We will go Nick, and then Bailey, and then Steph will come towards me. So this is how many fucks do you give in that scale of 3 about Lord of the Rings?
How many fucks?
Yeah. Do you really give a fuck about Lord of the Rings? Are you indifferently giving fucks, or do you retract Like you negative, you don't like it.
I give a mild fuck.
Okay, Bailey.
I give a huge fuck.
Huge fuck.
I give a huge fuck
Okay.
about Lord of the Rings.
I give absolutely negative fucks about Lord of the Rings.
Wow, so we have all across the board here. Bailey, how would you sell Steph on Lord of the Rings?
My first tattoo on my wrist is a Lord of the Rings tattoo. And does that sell you at all?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Isn't the movie 76 hours long? I refuse to sit and watch
There
that.
There are three. So it's like 9 total.
If you
It's
think
about
those
9
movies
hours.
are long, wait till you find out about TV.
We don't have that in Canada either. Just moles. We just watch moles.
Just a weird 7-minute set I did 9 years ago that I don't get the rights to.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always like, I don't have time to watch a movie. I'll watch 3 seasons of Better Call Saul.
Who has time to watch this movie that just won 9 Oscars? I have to re-hate watch The Crown. Okay.
You know, Lord of the Rings, I wish it's, I will say I like the musical version of it better.
The musical, like the 1960s, like...
Led Zeppelin, sort of.
Okay.
You just like those few Led Zeppelin songs where they talk about Lord of the Rings.
That's the whole canon to me. And anything outside of that, I'm like...
You know, they actually stole Lord of the Rings from black musicians.
Yes.
It is a very weird thing that Led Zeppelin did. They would just be like
Steal
rocking.
music.
Well, yeah, steal music for a while.
They're Lord of the Rings.
But then he's just rocking, and then Gollum, the
They would.
I wish it was all just like, hey, Frodo.
All of their bridges were literal bridges from Middle Earth. Okay, so we're all over the place here. All right, how are we with giving a fuck? Starting with Nick once again about Fast and the Furious franchise.
I mean, it feels hacked to say I don't give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. I've never seen any of them, and I don't know. I wish I had a more interesting take than the fact that I've never.
That's okay. Feel how you feel.
Yeah, and now Vin Diesel's a jerk on set.
Oh, he is? I didn't know
Yeah, that's
that.
what they say.
Oh, no.
So I
Damn.
can't now. I can really not give a fuck.
You
Can't
know, one of
stand
my
behind
favorite things the musician Diplo does is he's always singing lyrics about the Fast and the Furious franchise. I don't know Diplo's music.
Diplo was a
Walker.
girl.
I don't know who Diplo is. It was the newest musician I could think of.
Newest. He's been out since 93. The newest.
He's like 65 years old. All right, Bailey, what's your fuck reference for Fast and Furious?
I'm going to also say no fucks. I've only seen the 7th movie.
Great place to start.
Did it make any sense?
It made complete sense.
Okay.
I had no questions about what was going on. It was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the rest.
Okay.
Yeah. No fucks.
No fucks.
I'm also going to say absolutely zero fucks at all. The only thing remotely Fast Furious I've seen is Brad Sulnitzer's play that he did. And that was funnier, and
Sure.
it was just a live thing of comedians. Did you see that?
No.
It was very funny. It was
Okay.
like a live play version of it.
I bet it's wonderful.
It is.
There's this thing called Point Break Live. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yes.
You guys hear about this? It's like they literally do Point Break in its entirety on stage, but they cast Keanu Reeves from someone in the audience, and that person reads cue cards.
That's
That's
so
amazing.
funny.
And everyone else is a professional actor
That's
doing
so-
Point Break
and they're
around
probably
them.
all better than him.
It's very funny. It's like improvisers and comedians and
That's
stuff like that, and they
That
just
fucking
do
rules.
it around an audience member.
Oh my god!
Because it's Keanu Reeves, so they just have someone. There's like in all black, like holding cue cards up in front of them.
That's
That's
awesome.
good.
All right, we're gonna do this for our final amount of fucks given. What's your really indifferent or negative to Harry Potter / The Crimes of Grindelwald? Or wait, what is the actual
Again, those-
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find
Yeah,
Them?
yeah.
those are the only ones I'll watch.
You only watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The Crimes
Anything
of
outside of that
Grindelwald.
is not canon to me. That's not part of the universe to me.
I didn't like how they drifted too far from Grindelwald's crimes in the other ones.
You know what killed me about who's the Harry Potter boy?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Who's that boy?
The way
Get me that boy.
I can't get that boy to me now. It's like the mayor from The Simpsons.
Who's that boy?
Who's that boy?
Where is he? I guess so. Daniel Radcliffe, the Will Smith slap happened, and then like like the next day,
Oh,
Daniel Radcliffe
yeah.
was like, "Can we not?"
Someone asked him about it. I do remember.
Yeah, he was like,
Hey,
I don't want to weigh in.
Daniel Radcliffe, what do you think about
wanna
Will
weigh
Smith
in.
getting
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it." The Harry Potter boy.
The Harry Potter boy.
I
was sick
mean,
of the
Jesus,
slap.
if anyone should be an expert on something that's gone on too long.
Can we please move on from this one thing?
That's such a good point.
It's like Larry David is like, I'm tired of this type of comedy. Like, really, Larry? We're 29 years into it.
Something else.
All right. So that's how much our guests give random fucks about those
Hey,
things.
we didn't get to give our fucks about
Oh, wait,
them.
we didn't. That's right.
The hell?
What are our fucks? Harry Potter.
Man, I used to love it, but now I'm going to say mild. I'm going to say
Mild?
mild fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
You chose 3 of the most uninterested fucks I've ever given in my life about 3 movie franchises.
That's all right. We're going to run this
I've
back
seen
in
any of
about
them.
50 minutes, and you can try again on other ones. No
Please.
fucks at all about Harry Potter?
None. I don't care. I've never
Have you
seen, never
spent-
will.
Never will?
No, I don't care. There's a little man running around with a little stick. I don't know what he's doing up there. I don't care for it.
You know what
perfect
brooms
synopsis.
are, right? It's not like just an... Oh, you
It's
mean the
a
wand,
stick.
probably.
Yeah, the wand. I
Okay.
think I was thinking of. I don't fucking know.
It's all sorts of sticks. It's broomsticks. It's
They're
wand sticks.
Wand
It's a
sticks.
man in the woods.
That's a fish called wand stick. Okay. Put a fish called wand stick on my tomb. Stone. I'm not going to have a full-on tomb. Put a fish called wand stick on my pyramid you built for me.
A fish stick called wand stick.
Fish stick
Yeah.
called Wanda.
A fish. God damn it.
These are the things you don't get over Zoom, because right now we'd just be giving each other the thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
I did a Zoom stand-up show once and gave myself the thumbs up after a joke, and someone in the audience goes, "Don't."
No.
Like in chat? Or
No,
did they say
said
it?
don't.
That's so funny.
Keep your mics on so we can hear you laughing from 40 feet away on your couch on your phone.
That's devastating.
Don't.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't.
I won't.
Don't.
At Eric's business account.
I want to put that on my grave. On my
Eric's
gravestone.
business account.
Eric's business.
His screen wasn't turned on. He turned it on just to say don't and then turn it back off.
He does it. It's just the
Sad.
camera facing straight up. I think I'm going to put my email password on my grave. I think that would be a fun one. Your email and your password.
That's great.
And just see what people do. Or just someone's email and password. All right. How many minutes are we in before we've even got to the purpose of the podcast? 18?
Wow.
Awesome. Wow.
That bad or good? Do you want us to drag it out more?
Okay, so I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. What are our fucks about? What's our relationship here, the three of you, with It's a Wonderful Life? Bailey, you said you've seen this a lot.
Seen it. I love it. The
Maybe-
main character. Can I say what the main character's name is? Do we want to?
We can wait till afterwards. You
Perfect.
can be our knowledge guru. I wouldn't want to kill the integrity of the podcast. Anyways, did you pick up the tambourine for the movie podcast? All right, Nick, how about you? What is your relationship with It's a Wonderful Life?
I mean, like I say, I've seen it in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I said I've watched it in 15-minute intervals, now I think I've just seen commercials for it. I don't even know if I've actually watched any of it.
Nice.
It talks about GoDaddy.com in the movie, right? I can't remember exactly.
You get a domain. You get a domain.
Why is he Oprah when you do an impression of him every time?
Every time he's giving something away.
Look under your wheelchairs. It's a rear window. All right, Steph.
I think that's a scene.
I have no cares at all for this movie. I don't know. I didn't even. To be honest, don't really know who Jimmy Stewart is. This impression is confusing me wildly. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
To be fair, it should be confusing you because it's not
Yeah, I was like,
how he
I've
would
never
behave.
heard that voice in my life.
Nick is just doing push-ups.
We have Tom Cruise in there.
The mission is impossible. So I have no idea. It's hard for me because I've written like 15 scripts for this at this point, and so we're getting down to the more obscure movies I haven't seen. We're not sitting on any of the heavy hitters anymore.
This is pretty.
But I looked at IMDb's top
this is a big one.
250. I had no idea this was a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But I don't want to tell you anything I brought into it before we get too far into it. This is the roughest draft. I wrote this while an ice fight was happening at a Starbucks. I'll read the wall to wall, the stage directions and everything, and then I'll cast it here. Okay. Nick, do you want to play Jimmy?
Sure.
Okay. Steph, will you be Ghost Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
And then Bailey, will you be waitress and boss
Yes.
and radio voice?
Yes.
And I think that's probably everybody. All right. Just the sound of dragging a triangle across.
Damn it.
All right, this is It's a Wonderful Life. This might honestly be offensive.
It starts with the N word, so yeah, I think it's actually going to be pretty bad.
I redacted it. I shouldn't use the highlighter. I didn't have a Sharpie.
That's the problem.
Kyle redacted this with his yellow marker. Who has I think it's Nate Fernald has this joke where he's like, the FBI's got to get highlighters that aren't black. All right, here we go. It's a Wonderful Life, never seen by Kyle Ayers. Based on pretty much just knowing that Jimmy Stewart is in it, this movie will surely hold up over the test of time. I can't see anything problematic about a movie where a young white guy lives his wonderful life. As any movie from this time, the female characters will be minimal and just function to service the male protagonist. Am I accurate so far?
Female characters?
Wow.
What a weird
The female
use.
characters will only service the bros. Why did I put real characters? Exterior, New England area, morning. Establishing shot of a picturesque colonial home set back from a sprawling front lawn. Vast blue skies span the backdrop of a perfect life. The year is 1944. Thank you. That's great.
That didn't sound like what I thought it was going to sound.
No, it sounded like you were picking up a xylophone.
God damn it.
The year is 1944. This house cost $300 at the time and is now so large it has been turned into the Museum of Affluence. Interior, bedroom, same morning, an alarm clock goes off. What do we have the xylophone? Okay.
I also
Steph, do you know how any instruments
I
work?
have no idea. Is that an alarm?
An alarm clock goes off. Jimmy, white male, early 30s, Jimmy Stewart type, wakes up, stretches, and gets out of bed. He's wearing those pajamas you only see people wear in older movies. You know, they match and they're stripy, etc. Maybe even that little hat with the ball on the end of it.
God, I'm so fucking depressed.
You really honed the impression in for the script. I appreciate that. You get depressed, and you get depressed. Jimmy's depressed. Cut to exterior diner, morning. Jimmy gets out of his brand new car and walks into a beautiful diner for his morning cup of coffee. He walks up to the counter.
Oh, a cup of coffee, please, hon.
Just put a new pot on, Jim. It'll be a couple minutes.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to fucking kill myself. I can't deal with this. Oh, why me?
Jimmy waits 30 seconds, gets his coffee, and heads to work. Interior generic office. Jimmy walks into his job. His boss immediately walks up to him.
Hey, Jim.
Do not give me any bad news.
Sorry, bud.
Jim begins holding his breath like a toddler.
We've got your monthly bonus all ready for you, in cash like you want, but it had to be in $20 bills instead of 10s like you like.
Oh, life is just too hard. I'm going to throw myself out the window.
Jimmy walks over to the window, pulls out a gun, and shoots it out. As he leaps from the third floor, and as he's falling, he thinks to himself,
oh, life just isn't worth living if I'm ever inconvenienced in any slight way.
As he accepts his fate, a pillow delivery truck stops at a red light just underneath him. He lands safely and softly on the pillows and sits up.
Oh, God, I'm not dead. I have the worst possible life.
Cut to interior, Jimmy's bedroom, night. Jimmy begins to fade off to sleep. Suddenly he wakes up to some odd sounds.
Who's there?
A ghost Jimmy appears at the foot of Jimmy's bed.
You're me.
Ghost Jimmy sounds just like regular Jimmy. Except he says, ooh, at the beginning of every sentence. Also, he's wearing a hat or something so we can tell him apart.
Ooh.
Jimmy, it is me, the ghost of you, Jimmy. I'm here to show you how life would change if you weren't around.
I have the worst life. No one will even miss me.
Oh, I know life is hard, especially for us, but it can be worth it. Follow me.
For those of you listening at home, this is two different people. Ghost Jimmy grabs Jimmy and they both fly out of the room. They fly to the diner. It's morning when they get there, I guess. Exterior diner, morning. Ghost Jimmy and Jimmy float to the ground.
Ooh. Well, I know waiting for a minute for coffee can be tough, but you can't kill yourself. Ooh, there are people with worse lives out there. Just wait and see.
Ghost Jimmy and Jimmy walk into the diner. Interior diner, morning. Inside the diner, waitress is there, standing behind the counter. Ghost
That's
Jimmy.
so fucked. Waitress is there. No, easily could have given a simple name.
That's her first name. Why do you think she became a waitress?
Yeah.
Waitress is there, standing behind the counter. Ghost Jimmy and Jimmy are about to approach waitress when she yells out,
Hey, that's not your water fountain.
We pan over to see Alex, male, mid-40s, black, drinking from a water fountain.
Use the proper water fountain.
Waitress undoubtedly used language that I won't even use in this script. She pulls up a phone and calls 911.
Hello, police. There's an African-American man at my diner trying to use the white people water fountain.
Immediately, like honestly so fast it's literally impossible, a bunch of cops and a German Shepherd run into the diner and arrest Alex. There's a beat. Then, in the aftermath, waitress says aloud to herself,
I have to work all day, and DVR doesn't exist yet.
Ooh, see? I told you there are some people who are worse off.
Ghost Jimmy waves his hands like they did in that one movie. I want to say Wayne's World. I haven't seen
I don't
Wayne's
know
World,
what
but is it Wayne's World? Okay. Crossfade to exterior outside Jimmy's work day. Ghost Jimmy and Jimmy float in.
Ooh, now let's see some other people that are worse off than you,
Ghost
Sonny.
Jimmy and Jimmy are walking into the building, and they pass a man with a sign that says, raising money to keep internment camps open forever. Both Ghost Jimmy and Jimmy drop $5,000 into his bucket. Interior, generic office. Ghost Jimmy and Jimmy are floating near where Jimmy used to work. A radio is playing from the office, and boss stands across the room from the radio. Radio voice.
And that puts the concentration camp death toll at an estimated 4 million. So far, with no end in sight if Hitler is not stopped.
The boss stands up and shouts,
God, this is the worst!
He walks across the room and turns off the radio.
It's truly so sad. I have to turn off the radio by hand because I don't think anyone invented remote controls yet. God, I have the worst life.
Ooh, see? You don't have the worst life.
Wait.
Is it getting better or worse?
It's getting consistent.
It's turning into. I'm getting hints of. I'll do who I think it's turning into.
Okay.
By the way, I love your Kyle. Thanks for making this.
I just want to thank everyone for being here and being a part of this and being a part of my big night. Thank you to the Elysian.
I just because this is before there was remote controls for radios.
Yeah.
And I really
Probably
appreciate
right.
that. Yeah, which I'm still waiting for. So this is the okay. This is where I think it's trying to go. Wow, I guess you're right. It could always get worse. I could miss my favorite TV show. Who is it?
That sounded like if you downloaded a Jimmy Stewart impression off of Napster and you got like the wrong thing.
Who's the lady in Aviator? That
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah, you're
that
starting
lady.
to sound like Leo.
Okay.
Hints. It's just hints. Okay.
All right, let's do from the Ghost Jimmy here again.
See? You don't have the worst life.
Wow. I guess you're right. I could always get worse. I could miss my favorite TV show, or I could walk across a room, or I have to walk across a room. I suppose it's all in perspective.
Uplifting music begins to play. Does anyone else feel uplifted right now? What if it comes out that we'll talk about this in a second. Let's finish this. So we still have 2 pages. Where are we at? Uplifting music begins to play.
Wow, maybe there is a place in this world for me. Even me, a 30-something white guy. Oh, maybe, Jimmy. Oh, and also, while I got you here, invest in Disney and buy property in Brooklyn. Okay. How long till I make millions from that? Well, it'll only take 4 years to triple your money.
I'm trying to do it right after him so I can do the same. It's not working.
4 years, man. Who is time for that?
Jimmy pulls out a gun and shoots himself in the head. Jimmy. Jimmy as a corpse.
Life is so hard. I just wish it was just wonderful.
I thought you said you'd never seen it.
Wow. And a Merry Christmas to all.
Much like Led Zeppelin claims to have not seen Lord of the Rings, I've been influenced by text.
Wow.
Hold on, there's one more scene here.
It's a Mario. Look under your chairs. It's a mushroom.
You got a mushroom, and you got a mushroom.
Okay, so Steph, you've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. Is that what you said?
And if that's how it goes, then gosh darn, I'm going to go home and watch it right away. If that's what the movie is.
Is it? Okay, so Nick, you've seen it sometimes. Kind you've seen it a lot.
I've seen
as
it a lot.
Our resident It's a Wonderful Life expert.
Yeah.
Is it a Christmas Carol?
It's kind of a Christmas
Is there
Carol.
a ghost
to take
that
on
like
it.
takes him like? Okay,
Yeah.
so I got that.
It's a wingless angel who shows him what his life would be like if he had never been born.
Oh.
So it's sort of in that vein. Yeah.
Okay.
And then every time a bell rings,
If
an
he'd
angel
never
gets
been
its wings.
born?
If he'd never been born, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
yeah.
more fun to die.
Oh, you thought it... Well, was he gonna jump off a bridge?
He jumps off a bridge.
So
Okay.
is he in this movie 7 years old? Because that's the only person I could see behaving like this.
yeah.
Is a kid who says, "I wish I was never born."
He starts as a 7-year-old and then he becomes like a 40-year-old, but he never progresses.
That's a curious case you're discussing right there.
Yeah, it's great. I've never seen anything like it.
No men like that exist.
No men
None.
are like that. So it's definitely fiction.
Phew. Okay.
So
I feel close.
I thought there was a thing where they all try to get their money out of the bank.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, well, you can't. And I think this is what I keep thinking of my Oprah
No,
impression.
I know exactly what you're doing. And it's like kind of what he does, like kind of exactly what he does.
Hold on. Explain it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay, so basically he's giving out loans to the town because I don't remember why.
Because he's like a Scrooge type of guy?
No, he's trying to fight the Scrooge type of guy. And
Okay.
so he's giving loans to the people of this town and that's what he's doing. He's like $20. Yeah, and he's like, exactly what your impression was. It's like verbatim.
Wow.
So Oprah's not claiming that she saw this from It's a Wonderful Life. That's where
So
she got it
Oprah
from.
is the Led Zeppelin
Yeah.
Oprah took it.
to
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life's obscure scene, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
She appropriated this scene.
Right.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
Let's go after her with everything we've got.
Yeah, it's something where it's like they all have money, and everybody can't just go get their money back.
Yeah.
Because it's in Tom's house. And
Yeah.
It's at Tom's house?
It's in Gary's education.
It's like invested in. I thought just Tom had the money.
It's like tied up.
It's in Samantha's mattress.
It's like tied up in development. I think that's what it is. It's
sure.
a whole. It's not
No,
interesting.
wait.
So is
Waitress
my
has all
whole
the money.
career. Are you listening to this,
Yeah.
Quibi? They're not.
Up and coming 40 years in a row.
I'm going to get plastic surgery so I can be a new face.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we were supposed to mug.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We will cut anything that you're not looking at the camera when you say.
Oh.
The whole. So this
the
might
whole-
be about 4 minutes so far. I'm a monologist for this podcast. Well, I feel all right about that. I think I was close. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why he was sad. Why did he want to kill himself? 9/11?
He's just like, it's not.
It hadn't happened yet, and he was
He has a
sad.
prophecy.
He's just waiting.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't believe I've been waiting my whole life for this.
He's missing. He's yearning for 9/11.
They haven't even built the towers.
This is what it'll look like someday, briefly. It's him looking at the site in 1940. Okay. Maybe I won't mean mug that one.
But so it's a lot of Christmas movies are ghost oriented.
Yeah, they are.
Because it's all about...
Turns out they are.
Because at Christmas, everyone dies. That's what I think about over the holidays.
yeah, my grandpa. People don't...
Great. Your grandpa, your dead grandpa. I'm kidding.
if my dead grandpa came back and haunted me, he'd be like, I died 50 years before you were born.
That's how you would haunt.
And you get
it'd be
it.
weird. And you get inaccurate math.
Okay, you think I can't use instruments?
I guess you need to use the string.
Wow. Awful.
So what is the angel gets his wings is from this?
yeah, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. That's
Now,
what
is that
it's
a
from.
phrase or does that rhyme?
I think both.
Okay, that's true. I guess it
If
could
that,
be both.
if that rhymes, then I don't know what rhyming is.
Wings?
And I guess the rings.
Wings and rings?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We don't rhyme in Canada.
It's actually illegal.
Yeah, we actually.
It's your guys' guns,
Yeah.
except you did something
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. When you get arrested by the police, they start to rhyme, and you're like, no, don't.
Your Second Amendment is that you can't be prosecuted by the government for rhyming.
Yes,
Oh, man.
that's accurate.
Okay, so he gets the angel gets a wings if there's a bell that rings.
Yeah. Well, if the bell rings, so it's not
This isn't a
consequential that
1-to-1
way.
ratio
Yeah,
here.
It doesn't work like that. He has to earn the wings, but if you hear a bell, it means he got the wings. Yeah.
Like when your sandwich is up, the bell didn't make the sandwich. It just lets you know the
Exactly.
sandwich is ready.
And who's ringing the bell? Some guy in a bell tower, some creepy like gargoyle man who's like, finally.
No, 12 of you stand right over there until noon. They're just lined up in groups of 1, 2, 3, all the way to 12. Can we please go off the military clock? More of us want wings.
I like the gargoyle part. Like, well, how can we get wings?
We're doing all the legwork over here.
Trying to think of something that rhymes with humps that can give them their humps. But there's
Every
no
time
words.
we do. Well, I'm gonna try to say dumps, but I don't know.
Every time
It's about to turn into a poop joke.
Every time you take a dumps, a new gargoyle gets his humps. And it's like, honey, we have to potty train or Quasimodo's going to look too normal. Every time you watch the Clumps, which means there'd be a lot of humps if you're in my household.
You
Okay.
love the clumps.
Everyone loves the Clumps. I did the Clumps on Never Seen It. Here's what I think the Clumps should have been. While I've got you guys, interior, the Clumps guest house. Like, I'm fixing it. I've seen it 30 times, but I had some edits.
What is the clumps?
Isn't it Eddie Murphy?
I've never seen it. I don't know.
I think it's Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Isn't that the name of the family
it's like-
from The Nutty Professor?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of that then. The
Well, I
Night
think he
Professor.
made like
Oh, a spin-off?
a spin-off.
Yeah, where he played all of the roles except that one older
This is
man
a
who
scary
played the
thing to
grandmother.
be wrong about if we're wrong. To have all these specifics, like I think it's this black guy in fat suits. And what if we're wrong? It's just some people in a movie.
You think?
Okay, we're all getting canceled right now.
No,
no.
it's the Clumps was the family from Nutty Professor, and that fart scene was so popular they made a whole movie about it, which then got made fun of in Tropic Thunder by Jack Black, I think, in like the
Okay.
trailers before
Oh,
the
yes,
movie.
yes. And he remade it as him being all the characters and then all the farting. Yes.
Oh, I was thinking of the PJs. Remember the PJs?
Yes.
I think it was
No.
a similar premise for it was a short-lived Eddie Murphy television program.
The PJs?
I don't know this at all.
I don't either.
I remember it.
Or I'm just putting the word "the" and pluralizing every single.
I'm thinking
show.
of the mugs. Like, are you thinking of the mugs, or are you holding a mug? I think it was a short-lived drink I had earlier. Not network; it was streaming.
On Quibi.
Trickling, yes.
Quibi.
Here's 4 minutes of vertical coffee. Everyone will want that. Get on Roku and see my
I had
life's
to call
work.
up my tech guy. I my Quibi stuck in my CISO. And how do you get your Quibi out of your CISO? Is that a Roku issue? Is that an issue with the Roku?
This is a joke almost not even for us.
Yeah.
You know that show about not seeing famous stuff? What if he referenced the thing no one saw?
I was like having a hard time following along with that.
I mean, if you got two of them, then you got a Paramount. Plus, you have...
Okay.
Paramount Plus is real. All right, we're going to play a game now. We're transitioning. Oh, we're going to a break. Right, Rebecca? Am I supposed to say that? Okay. You just hear her snoring as she hits the unmute button. I think she's playing Kirby on the Switch. Okay, we're going to a break. I said that. We're back from the break. How was it? I hope everyone buys that.
Yeah.
I gotta hope we have an ad, or that's gonna be weird. I hope everyone buys that. It's like an ad for like a texting therapist. I'm like, I hope everyone gets it. Okay, we're back. We're gonna play some of our patented Never Seen It games. This first game is called Before and Afters.
Before and afters.
How this game works is two movies have been smushed into one movie. I will read you the smushed together plot. You have to tell me the smushed together title. So, for instance, some could be The Wolf of Wall Street, Saving Private Silverman, Fargo, which is Fargo and Argo. They're not. Those are the best ones, and I used them in the examples. So, unfortunately, none of them will be that.
Great.
And here we go. So we'll go through them. You can work together, or you can compete on your own. I'll get the triangle ready for the victor. Shit. Cut that out. Okay, here we go. As film transitions from silent movies to talkies, one film is turned into a musical starring a man and his autistic older brother.
God.
Wait, will you read it one more time?
Wolf of Wall Street.
I always knew that.
Hey, I
Wally
was gonna say
That's
that.
why he's so good at counting. As film transitions from silent movies to talkies, one film is turned into a musical starring a man and his autistic older brother.
What's that one? I have no idea what I'm talking about. What's that? Is there? I'm thinking of the one with the old movie. The guy has like a hat and the woman has like a yellow dress on. I don't know what I'm saying.
What if you said that and Bailey's like, oh, yes, and just knows exactly the combination? I forgot the guy could have a hat.
Autistic son or autistic brother?
His autistic older brother.
Isn't that from the movie with Matt Damon and something? Was that guy autistic? I don't know what I'm saying.
Good Will
shit, sorry.
Hunting.
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No one was. I don't
Not
think
as
so.
Good Will
That's
Hunting
just
part
how
of it?
Casey Affleck acts.
Oh no, I've terribly misjudged that movie.
Okay.
Radio Mank.
Radio Mank. Those are two movies.
Oh God.
It's honestly a better guess than I was
Yeah.
ever gonna
We are
give.
looking for Singing in the Rain Man. Singing in the Rain
Oh
Man.
yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Close
Okay.
to Radio
Yeah,
Mank.
singing. It was almost there.
Because actually, you're not gonna. My punk band is playing at Zebulon next week. We're called Radio Mank. What I do is I hook a microphone up to a plant and turn the synth buttons. All right, Radio Mank.
Okay.
I'm gonna Photoshop that. It's gonna be Cuba Gooding Jr. writing the movie Citizen Kane. Oh no, the triangle just broke.
Oh God.
One game into the show and the triangle broke.
You were struggling with that triangle.
All right, there's 16 before and
spent
after.
the whole
No, there can't be. There
No,
can't be.
there's
Oh my
four.
God,
There's
this
four.
is 9 hours.
Here we go. That was the easy one.
We're fucked. We're done. This is gonna be bad.
With the help of a group of friends, a mentally challenged father raises his daughter, and they explore an empty New York City looking for survivors of a man-made plague.
It's like I Am Sam, but also I Am Legend. It's what would that be? Right? Yeah.
I Am Sam Legend.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna say that
Okay.
was she got
Yeah,
it.
I think
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
it. That's
you
why
got
I hit
that.
the triangle.
Yeah, okay. Well,
You didn't hear it?
I know. I don't know what I heard.
The string broke on the triangle.
Sam Legend.
That's good. There you go. Congrats.
Bailey won.
Hell yeah.
Everyone
Is
else
Sam
0.
Legend a thing?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
That's a guy?
yeah.
That's a guy.
It's a guy.
He's a guy. He plays piano songs during the apocalypse.
All
I
right.
follow his wife on Twitter. Next one. A lonely middle-aged woman befriends teenagers and lets them party in her basement as a young girl has a plan of inviting 3... This one is so fucking stupid.
What?
And a young girl has a plan of inviting 3 men from the woman's past so the girl can potentially meet her real father.
Oh, okay. Hold on. It's Ma and fuck. What is that musical? That Amanda Seyfried's in.
I don't know.
Newer musical?
Yeah, I mean,
Nick, you are no hints away from getting this.
I got it. It's Mamma Mia.
Wow, you're killing it. You're killing it.
Is it over 7 on IMDb? Like, you were like that.
Is it on Rotten Tomatoes? That'll help.
Radio Mank.
Radio Mank. You know, radio killed the Video Mank. Video killed the Radio Mank.
I was going, in my head, I was like, let's see, Manx for the memories.
Mank you for smoking. Mank Tucker must die. Here we go. Last one. Wow.
Can't wait.
Bailey, you found your niche here with this
Yeah,
game.
this is
Yeah,
it. You
you're
got
killing
this.
I'm in.
A man who owns a nightclub in Morocco attempts to help his old flame get out of the country along with her husband, the leader of a group of inline skaters who hates corporate sponsorship.
I have no fucking
Tony
idea.
Hawk.
You think there's a movie called Tony Hawk? The movie?
Tony Hawk.
Tony
goes to
Hawk
Copacabana.
documentary.
I don't know.
Tony Hawk documentary nightclub?
Okay, say it again. Say it again.
A man who owns a nightclub in Morocco attempts to help his old flame get out of the country along with her husband, the leader of a group of inline skaters who hates corporate sponsorship. I will say, this before and after is made up of one of the most and one of the least famous movies of all time.
Okay, so it's Casablanca is the first one.
Correct.
But I don't
Okay.
know.
Is the other one? What is that insane roller skating musical?
God,
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can picture the VHS
I don't think
box.
it's what it is. But
Is it a new inline skating hates corporate sponsorship movie?
I don't think I know any inline skating movies.
Was it-
All right.
wait. Oh wait, fuck. No, I don't remember the name of it.
Give us a hint.
It's a Disney Channel original movie.
Oh.
Wow, Casablanca check.
No, but wow, that would
that
be
was
great.
good.
That
That
would be a
was
great
good.
one.
That
That's,
sounds good.
that's better.
Wait,
That's
is
better
it,
than this
is
one.
It Brink? Is Brink? Is it Casa Brink?
Casablanca.
Wow.
Casablanca.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You know
That's
what?
great.
Bailey's doing so good,
Yeah.
we're going to do 20 more before and afters. All right, here's a game that it doesn't matter if you know anything and you can participate. This game
Great.
is called Build the Perfect Movie.
Build a perfect movie.
How this game works, the three of you be...
Where'd that guy come from?
That's Brian.
I like Brian.
That's Rebecca over Zoom
Yeah.
with... she's saying Peter Frampton is her roommate in New York.
I thought that was Val Kilmer for a second.
Remember Peter Frampton had that funny sound and voice thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
that was
you
funny.
feel-
Right. Here's an impression that never works. Here's Peter Frampton auditioning to be a teacher in Charlie Brown. All right, we're having fun.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's all it is. All right, this game is called Build the Perfect Movie. How it works is I will give you a category. You have to pick 2 movies from that category each. So it'll be 6 total. Where the Rotten Tomatoes score adds up to as close to 100 as possible without going over. So you're trying to
Wow.
combine and build a perfect
What
movie.
a fun game, Kyle.
Thank you. No one said that about the last one.
Well, I've played that one before. I've never played this one before.
Yeah. It's fun to be 50 minutes in and be like, oh, it's getting fun.
Finally.
This is good.
Oh, all right, hit record.
I'm going to take down my podcast review I wrote during the middle of this.
Literally, the last time I checked the reviews, someone was like, do the podcast. Stop doing the other stuff. And that's why I'm like, how many minutes in are we? And you're like, 18. And I'm like, all right, one more star.
Let's see what they say.
There goes our review on Stitcher Premium. Please come back, Stitcher. Okay, so does that make so? If you were trying to build the perfect Robin Williams movie, you could pick RV, which is a 24, and Happy Feet, that's a 76. That'd be 100. That's perfect. Can't go over. Price is Right rules apply.
Okay.
You'll each pick one, and then we'll review your scores, and then you can pick your second one.
Okay.
We're gonna play a little background music here, quietly, and we're gonna try. What kind of movie is It's a Wonderful Life?
Christmas.
Would you say? Yeah, but there's not enough Christmas movies. I would say to pick two each.
Maybe not.
We'll say
There should be.
family.
Family? Okay.
Build the perfect movie that involves a family. Very specific.
Okay.
And Bailey, you'll go first because you're the only person who
knows movies.
Yeah.
She should go last because she knows movies the most.
You're right.
Because I'm stupid.
I'm sold because you were confident.
Yeah, I'm confident. Look,
All right,
I don't know
Steph,
movies.
you go
Okay.
first.
My
Radio
first movie?
Mank, you go second.
Okay.
And Bailey, you'll go third.
Okay.
About families.
All right,
Okay.
so you just pick one. I'll tell you this. Oftentimes, people's strategy is as low as they can first, and then as high as they can second. Is the goal,
Okay.
but
Okay.
so you can do whatever you want.
Okay, Cheaper by the Dozen.
Cheaper by the remake, starring the dog.
No, the regular one. Not the dog one, the regular one. See,
I should
told
see
you
if
it's
that
on my head.
my neighbor's on Internet Movie Database. All right, this. Oh no, original. There is no family in the new one.
It's just the dog.
How can I not find just the dog? All right, there we go. Nick, your first movie that involves a family.
And I want a high one or a low one?
It's up to you. You just need to pick two that add up to as close to 100 as possible. So whatever you pick here, I'll give you your score, and then you can pick your second one
I
accordingly.
have to pick a family movie.
And if family has to be involved in it in any way.
Isn't that every movie?
I'm just trying to give you an easy category here.
I want to pick apart the genre.
I'll do The Orphan. Shit! Give me the End of the Mist.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, I wasn't ready for this. Okay. A movie with a family in it.
Here's what happened. I explained the game. You said, that game sounds really fun. And then I said, play it. You go, I didn't even think about having to play this game.
I'm panicking.
I was reviewing the idea.
I can't think of a single family movie. Okay. Divorce Darth Vader. What is that
Star
one?
Wars?
No, the one where he gets divorced.
I don't think
Marriage Story.
A Marriage Story.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Darth Vader.
Divorce Darth Vader.
Sakes.
Okay, Bailey.
Jeez.
Bailey, you're up.
I'm gonna go Meet the Fockers.
Good. That's good. There you go.
Good answer. Family View.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Cheaper by the Dozen is an 83%.
Fuck.
So you're going to be looking for a 17.
Okay.
You need 17 or less.
Okay.
A Marriage Story is a 94. A 94.
I gotta find a
So you have to
6.
find 6 or less. Meet the Fockers. Wow, 100. No, it's not. It is 38%. Okay. So you're going to be looking for a 62.
Okay.
And we go in the order of how much you need. So we'll go Bailey, and then Steph, and then Nick.
Okay, another family movie.
A family movie, you're looking for 62%.
And Meet the Fockers was 38?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Let's do Inside Out.
Oh wow.
Is that what it's called?
You can't go over. You're looking for a 62 or less. Inside Out?
Oh, it's probably more than that, isn't it?
I don't know.
I would guess that's a high one.
That's probably a high one. I hate that movie. Okay.
You hate all Pixar?
No, I don't hate. I just hate a character named Bing Bong. From that movie.
You hate Bing Bong.
I fucking hate Bing Bong. It ruined that movie for me. Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna go eat. Let's do Meet the Parents. Let's say Meet the Parents.
Yo, you're going to live in the MTCU, the Meet the Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cheaper by the Dozen is an 83. We're looking for a 17.
Can I get Bailey's help for mine?
I don't care.
There's a movie with.
What if I drew the line
like,
here?
No.
I'll tell you the
No.
name of the movie if you don't know it.
I don't know. There's a movie with the Olsen twins from a long time ago, and they were like, I think sisters or something, and I think it was on like the Family
The
Channel.
Olsen twins were sisters in this movie.
There's like a twin, they like switching out, pretending they weren't like.
Switching goals.
Is it Billboard
Double
Dad?
New York Minute.
New York Minute?
Passport to Paris. It Takes Two.
I think it was It Takes Two.
You want to do It Takes Two?
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of.
Sure.
No, I don't know.
There's no way this movie's on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, Nick, you need 6% or less.
I feel like I was like, there's so many zeros. No, I can't.
Then just name one and win the game.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life 2.
But it's TOO. Hey, it's their Deep Impact. Like, hey, It's a Wonderful Life 2.
The rebuttal.
Is wonderfuler a word?
Here's why you should have died. It's the other
There was It's a Wonderful Life sequel that was canceled.
Oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, if it was canceled.
Yeah, it said for masturbating in front of female comedians.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay, I gotta think about. Here's what I'm doing right now.
You were last in this
I
round.
know. Okay. There's gotta be. Oh God. What Chuck? What's the Chuck movie?
I think it's just called Good Luck Chuck.
Good Luck, Chuck.
Oh.
Yeah, there's probably a family in that.
Right?
Yeah, there's gotta be family.
Well, isn't that the whole
Isn't
thing?
that about Dane Cook?
Every
like,
movie
fucking
is about
women?
family.
I started thinking of Dane Cook movies because I was like, at first I was like, there's got to be a singer who did a movie that bombed. And then I was like, or maybe a comic. And then
Dane Cook.
Yeah, I'd say most of them.
I'd say.
All right, here we go. Meet the Fockers is a 38%. Meet the Parents, 84%. You're over.
Damn.
We're over. No
Damn.
qualifying there.
Damn.
Cheaper by the Dozen, 83%. It Takes Two, 8. That's a 91. You're at a
that's
91.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Damn.
The Olsen twins are bad actors.
Nick is banking on a Dane Cook movie being 6%. It means only one person could have liked it in the whole world. A Marriage Story is 94%.
I fucked myself with Marriage Story.
Yeah.
Good Luck Chuck, 5%.
Wow.
The perfect family movie would be if Dane Cook was in A Marriage Story instead of Adam Driver. I'm trying to break up with him. He keeps telling me about this speaking spell. All right. Yeah, we got one more game and then we're out of here. One more game and then we're out of here. This game is called Guess What
Kyle,
Movie?
is that the best score you've ever seen?
No. I was really hoping that
99,
we got
wasn't it?
100 a couple times before.
You got
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Rob Hayes, who we were talking about earlier, actually got 100.
Wow.
What was his two movies?
He did a Marriage Story and Good Luck Chuck 2.
Yeah.
Good Luck Chuck
Yeah.
2, just a little bit
I
worse.
said you had to do the perfect.
A little bit better?
Yeah, it was a little bit
Yeah,
better.
I got
It said,
6%, not 5, yeah.
the review said it improves upon the concept of the original without taking away from its luster, you know. It's a lot like Ocean's 12. Mostly happened off screen. Our last game is called Guess What Movie Kyle's Dad is Describing, having only watched a trailer and never having heard of the movie The Game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Guess what movie trailer Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie game.
How this game works is my dad watched a movie trailer. He writes down a description and he reads that description back to us. It can be from any movie that has ever happened. And here is his description. Guess it whenever you think you know it. Here we go.
Wait. What was her name? So she wants to be an elephant, and he just wants people to like him. She has an interesting style. It's definitely cold where they are. He is worried about getting brain damage.
A girl with a dragon
so he's
tattoo.
hooked up to this machine, and she is running around outside. And then the man in the underwear seems to have messed the whole thing up.
Eternal Sunshine of the
It
Spotless
is
Mind?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Movie buff over here.
Only
Amazing.
Bailey gets to plug anything.
Yeah. Seriously.
Even I don't get to plug anything on this podcast. This has been definitely
Well
Seen It with
done.
Bailey Norton. Thank you for being here. This has been Remembered It really well. Thank you. But let's go ahead, Steph, Bailey, Nick, let everyone know what you got going on, where to find us.
You can find me on Instagram. And if you like podcasts, please listen to my podcast, Steph Infection.
Yeah.
It's very gross. So I'm warning you, but if you like body things, please listen to it.
You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Bailey E. Norton. You can listen to my podcast, Hot Topic, with Joe and Bailey. And you can buy a nude at Naughty Bits Design. I paint little tiny nudes.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, thanks. I'll paint you one.
What are the nudes of?
People, dicks and boobs.
You're just in the cafe drawing.
Is this a newer nude? N-U-U for newer?
Yes.
You got any dead nudes?
Dead?
Oh, God.
That would be like a good, if your two podcasts were together, like a gross thing.
That's the opening song of Radio Mensch. Do you got any dead nudes?
Radio Man. We're here at the Gritty Underground at Radio Mank. We're going to listen to Dead Nudes.
Speaking of dead, Radio Mank, dead. Killed by Video Mank.
Oh, my God.
I have a special called Disingenuous. If you like movies, please watch Disingenuous on Amazon Prime.
I like if you like the movies. It's a special where I rewrite movies I've never seen. Check it out. Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Our wonderful life.
I hope you got that.
Do not keep that line in there. I will add me saying that in post.
I've never seen it.